brothers and sisters. Our reflection today is taken from the Gospel of John. And today we hear some of the most reassuring words come from the mouth of Jesus. So I've titled it, "Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God and also believe in me." So in our Gospel today, we hear the Lord tell his disciples that do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God and trust also in me. These words are words that need to become a sort of a mantra for us, a repeated prayer for us. These are words that need to be engraved on our hearts so that we can keep returning to them and keep reminding ourselves under different circumstances what the Lord's take is on what is going on in our personal lives, in our community, in our families, or even in our country. Let not your hearts be troubled. Believe in God and believe also in me. You know, life is full of different circumstances where our hearts can get troubled. And they will always be troubled. We all go through seasons of fear, of confusion, of inadequacy, of anxiety, of uncertainty, of loss, of powerlessness, of even betrayal. We will always go through these seasons in life where we feel we are misunderstood and we are attacked, we are let down, we are unsure. And some of these circumstances can be long, enduring difficulties. And we can question God and ask him, why is this all happening? And where is all of this going at this particular time in my life? And some of these troubling circumstances can be in our personal life, in our marriages, in our family life, in our workplaces, in our community, our church, in our countries. But the Lord keeps telling us, and is telling us today, that do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in me and trust in God, and everything will be fine. As we say in other parts of the world, do not let your troubles tell you how big they are. Rather, tell them how big your God is. Do not let your troubles tell you how big they are. Rather, tell them how big your God is. And it all starts with placing our trust in him, rather than placing the trust in our own selves and even in our abilities or in our resources. That's the kind of thing that kicks everything in motion. I'm not sure whether I've shared this story before with you, but I believe it kind of hard for me to repeat it again. A couple of years ago, while in the seminary, I went through a crisis in my vocation. This was at the time when we had all these abuse scandals just explode. That's all that you could be able to see in the media. And I wasn't sure whether I wanted really to continue on and become a priest or a religious. So I was terribly troubled at that level by what had happened and how everything looked in the church at that particular time. Then one day, I attended a mass where the preacher spoke about God and the troubling circumstances in a way that totally reframed the troubling situation for me. That homily that day saved my vocation. I had God tell me not to be troubled. I had him tell me, trust in me. Everything is going to be fine. Just trust in me. And if I didn't hear God's reassuring voice amidst the circumstances that were going on at that particular time, probably you wouldn't be having a priest standing in front of you today. So today we are being invited to shift the gaze from ourselves on our abilities and the resources that we have and shift it towards God himself. And today we are being asked as well, is there something that is troubling you at this time? What is it? How have you entrusted the situation to God? Do not be troubled. Have trust in God and have trust in the Lord. Amen.
Amen.